Welcome back to my channel. This is Pashmika, the channel where we talk a lot about the female reproductive cycle, everything about the female and feminism productivity. Well, in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to deal with the periods pain in a very positive and very natural way, and I'm gonna share my own real experience with you, and also gonna share what exactly I did, how to actually turn the things for me. We're gonna share some tips, so hopefully if you're also dealing with the thing, it will going to help you. So let's dive into the podcast. Click the like button, guys. I do appreciate that. If you want more such video, consider subscribing, hit the bell icon. Whenever I'm gonna upload new videos, you're gonna get notified about it. Also, you could very well grab the female self-care plane or bundle that will going to help you take care of yourself as a female. It's a PDF download entirely based on my experience and knowledge. The links are in description box below. You can visit our website, thesimpleBabes.com. All the links are in description box below. First thing first, there are so many ways in which you can deal with the period pain. The people use the medicines, the pills, or some other stuffs like the hot bath or hot water bag or something like that. Some do use some other strategies, some other methods to deal with this pain. But personally, I've been actually experimenting with how to deal with my own periods pain from past a couple of years, because when I started with my first period in the teens, I started with the pain, and usually it lasts from 2 or 3 days. Sometimes it's just only for 1 day or so. But I do have some kind of like a cramps in the perineal area, in the lower abdomen area, and I was having the pain, so I was actually thinking about what to do. I came across a lot of the different methods to deal with that. Like I do find some of the medicines and all that stuff, and painkillers or the pills, the hormonal contraceptive pills. I didn't take any pills, but I did take few medicines to actually kill the pain. But I think that after doing my research and all that stuff, I find that these medicines and these pills are really harmful in the periods. Again, this advice is not based from the gynecologist point of view. I'm not an expert in this area, so please contact a gynecologist or expert in this area if you really want some help. I'm just gonna talk with the basic point of view from my own point of view, so please take my advice with a grain of salt. So that was my experience, and then I started looking more forward to the female reproductive system, how it's actually work. Now, being myself in the science biology field, I'm a doctor, but I'm not in this area, I'm in other areas. So I learned a lot of this reproductive system, how it's actually work in my school days, in my college days, but then I didn't come across any of the ways to deal with the pain scientifically in the books. So I read a couple of the books like With the Flow by Alicia Vitti. I've already made a video talking about what exactly the book looked like. I'm going to leave that video in the card section above. If you haven't checked it so far, make sure you do check it out, because that book is really wonderful for those of you who want to know more about their female body. Please read out, please listen to this book. And there are a couple of the books, and I was actually experimenting and listening and trying what exactly fits for me. My experience with past couple of the few weeks or few days when I had my period, I'm going to share what I did differently and how this time I actually able to relieve the pain and also be in that trance state, be in the meditative state. So let's talk about this. Actually observe the pain. So I was reading a lot of the books of the spiritual field, from The Power of Now by the Eckhart Tolle, and the healing, like How to Heal Your Body by the Louise Hay. If you know about the Louise Hay books, she has wonderful books in this record of how to take care of yourself, self-care. It's all the wonderful books. I love them. I started reading and I started incorporating and mix and matching some stuff to actually practically do in my own life. Then I also read the meditation books about manifestation, your dream life, your career by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Like, he has a lot of the books. One is Human Supernatural Body, How to Become Supernatural. And then he also has 1 or 2 books. So I read a couple of these spiritual books and self-care books and Power of Now, and also the Neville Goddard book of Power of Manifestation, The Power of Awareness. That was a wonderful book. So I was doing an experimenting, so I was actually being in the period at this time. So where I read that when you are in the periods, when you are actually menstruating, you are more in your body than in your mind. And that's a great way to connect with the universe at this particular time in the meditation. So if you're doing the meditation, then something you could really do more in this particular phase. It's gonna help you deal with the pain, plus it also gonna help you connect with the superior power. Personally, right now it's actually a winter, so I love sun bath a lot because it's healing, plus I love the sun energy, and plus it's give me so much warmth. So it's a very sunny day, so I actually went into the outer space from my home and actually laid down my kind of like a bed, a small bed, something like that. I laid down and then I laid down and put on my headphones over and started listening to the spiritual books. Just listening to them, and I closed my eyes and completely lied down and taking a few deep breaths and went into the trance state. And in that moment, I connected deeply to the universe, connected deeply to something which was very, very superior and very, very ultimate, that which we are looking forward to. And I did it for entire 2 days, the second day of the period and third day of the period, which I mostly have the most of the bleeding and the pain. And I was like kind of like listening to the book, and then I going deep inside my body and actually observing the pain, how it actually feel like. Now, when you're observing the pain, some would feel like it's actually feeling very weird, very conky, or you want to feel like lonely, you want to run away, or something like you want to do it, because depending on the severity of the pain, obviously you're gonna feel the weird symptoms. But what I did, instead of actually judging and criticizing and adding a thought above all these things, I just went into my body, every single part of my body, while listening to this audiobook and lying down and closing my eyes. I just went to their consciousness and actually feel the pain, actually observe the pain without adding my own thoughts or my own judge or criticism to it. And while I was observing the pain, I was thinking that my pain is actually relieving, like all the pain receptors are dissolving, and I'm feeling so amazing, and I'm feeling pain is relieved. And in that moment, I did it for entire 2 hours, kind of like in the trance state, complete relaxation state, complete meditative state. And I was observing the pain while I was meditating, and I felt like my pain is dissolving, like something is actually working as a messenger or massager, whatever you call it, is actually helping me relieve the pain. And in that moment, after the 2 hours, I didn't feel any pain. I was at complete peace, complete ease. I was feeling so happy, so joyful. Like usually my periods are not that joyful or are not that happy, because this time was such a miracle. I felt like I've been waiting for this period for a long time, because I had that wonderful experience of being connecting with the universe and seeing my pain dissolving, like pain body dissolving, like I'm healing, like I'm feeling like there is no pain at all. I could tell you that I'm not saying that this will going to help not the pain to come back again sooner than my next upcoming periods. No, but I get the way to actually deal with it, to observe the pain and to heal my body while being in the meditative state, initiation state, and the state where your subconscious mind actually gets active. Healing of the body only occurs when you are in the trance state. When you are in the survival mode, like people are in the survival mode right now nowadays, because of the lifestyle we are having, because of the work schedule we are having. We are in the stress, we are not at all strong. In fact, we are in the survival mode, and we are more likely to get infected by diseases. System is weak when we are in the survival mode, and body can't heal in the survival mode. Body only can heal when it's actually being in the trance state, when it's a complete relaxation or a meditative state. And that could be achieved while you're doing the meditation, or you could achieve it by listening to music or doing something that makes you feel completely out of your mind and being present in the moment when you're doing something, whether it's doing art or creative work or any kind of work. First thing first, I would recommend you, personally from my own experience, never ever take any medicine or pills in the periods when you're having a pain. Now this may sound counterintuitive. Gynecologists prescribe a lot of the medicines, and I was also given a medicine, but I didn't take it because I know that these medicines have a side effect. Because personally, from being in the medical field, in the doctor field, I know that every medicine on this planet Earth has a side effect. Even if the doctor didn't tell you, they do have a side effect. Now, doctor will gonna tell you, you won't have these side effects in a small minimal amount when you're taking a medicine. You won't feel that. But they do have a side effect, and you never know what these side effects actually harm your body. You never know. Until and unless this goes something much more bigger, we are not able to recognize in the beginning when it's very small. I'm not saying that these medicines are bad or you shouldn't be going with the science or biology. No, these medicines are amazing. They do help us. They relieve the pain. They are amazing and all that stuff. But specifically when you are having the periods pain, specifically I'm talking about the periods pain. I'm not talking about the underlying disorder. If you have any different disorder like a PCOS, vaginitis, or anything related to disease, that's a different case. But I'm talking completely about the period cramps that you're having in the lower abdomen area or perineum area. If you have that kind of stuff, then probably don't take the medicine in the beginning. Try to observe the pain. Try to feel it instead of actually taking the medicine. The tip I have for you is to actually observe the pain. Now, this one is really hard depending on the severity of the pain, depending on how good you are in the meditation. Like, are you doing the meditation for a while? or you are completely new to this stuff, or you never ever actually observe the pain, you have a really lower pain threshold. Now personally, I do have a high pain threshold because I don't take medicine if I had a little bit of the pain in the beginning of anywhere in my body, not just a menstrual pain or any kind of a pain. I don't take the medicine. I just observe the pain. So I have a high pain threshold. But if you're someone who have a lower pain threshold, then this is something would be different. But I would tell you to observe the pain. Just take a few deep breaths and go over to that area in your body. Take your conscious, your mind over to that area where you are having a pain and actually observe the pain, how it's actually feeling, how the pain receptors are reacting, whether it's a recurrent pain, intermittent pain, very high pain, very low pain, very pinpoint pain. The tip I have for you is actually get yourself learn more about how to do the guided meditation specifically in the periods. Now there are so many guided meditation. You could watch the YouTube videos, or you could read more about in the blog articles or podcasts. There are so much content out there. You don't need to pay anyone to do that. You can simply have a free YouTube videos and you can watch them and tune into these guided meditations. What I have for you is to actually know your body. This is really important. We females do need to know more about our body, because according to Dr. Joe Dispenza, if you really want to heal your body, you need to know about your body. You need to know how your system is working, what exactly the periods is, why you are having it, when you ovulate, what are the different 4 phases of menstrual cycle. I'm going to leave some of the videos that I have on this channel in the card section above if you're interested in checking out the 4 different phases. What are these phases look like? What are the different hormones we are having in our body? What these hormones do? What detail? Do a Google research and learn more about your body as much as you can, because when you know about your body, you would be able to treat it very well. When you don't know about something, then you really don't know about it. These tips and these things will going to help you deal with your periods pain in a much more better way. Let me know your own experience if you have dealing with the periods pain in the comment section below, how you deal with that. Do you have another strategies or methods? I would really love to hear from you in the comment section below. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye guys.